Yeah, and we actually
Ready
just
to
went live.
post this on... Oh, we did. Thank God.
Yeah.
We're gonna
But,
do Reddit. Am I the asshole?
dude, we're fucking Reddit reactors at this point.
We've only done like 4 Reddit videos. What do you mean? We've done
We're
20
becoming
podcasts.
Reddit reactors. And we're
The
not
difference
at
is we
20.
do it.
Uh,
We're at 18.
yeah, we're at 18. We're getting there. So, here on...
But to be fair, we just do Reddit when we have no more ideas. And by the way, we had a like a 4-part video. Oh God. That was the
I mean, we have ideas coming up for future episodes.
we have plenty of ideas, but
We're just not ready to execute on them yet.
you don't have to make us sound good. We don't have ideas till the day of.
Yeah, we do. Dude, we're eventually going to cover the Halo TV series. We were going to cover Silk Song when that comes out. We're going to eventually cover Elden Ring when we eventually get good. And probably
good,
a
dude.
couple other things. We could probably do a couple movie reviews as well.
I am good, dude. I'm just not like a metagamer like you.
Says, you're saying that to the kid who runs around with a shield in Elden Ring.
I don't use a shield.
Exactly. You're following the meta.
I didn't even know that was the meta, dude. I use all my starting equipment because nothing I've gotten is better. I've gotten shields better than my starting shield, but I don't use shields because parrying doesn't work.
You can only parry some attacks.
Yeah, which like I don't know how you're supposed to. Like when I'm looking at the dragon, obviously I can't parry the fire breath attack. But you know, maybe you can parry its claw attack. I don't know.
I'm gonna give you a solid no on that one.
You can't. Yeah, so parrying only works for like small enemies.
Yeah, generally smaller enemies who are making like a meleeed attack against you.
And I guess like there are sometimes you come across like the small knights that are just super annoying to deal with, and they're not really that hard, but they hit like a truck. You know, I don't get that. How come when you come across smaller enemies in that game, they have like almost no health, but they like one-shot you?
I don't know. It's probably because you just don't have enough points into your vitality.
Yeah, but like there's the okay, so when you first spawn, like the spawn area in that game, there's the tree sentinel, and then if you go further, there's like a camp of knights, and in the camp of knights is a guy with a spear who's like the head guy.
Yeah.
The guy with the spear in the camp hits harder than the tree sentinel does.
Yeah, but he also has a lot less health, and tree sentinel one-shots you, only if you don't have enough health. And to be fair, tree sentinel is also not an early game boss. He's a boss
he is an early game boss. He's the earliest game boss.
Just because he's located early in the game doesn't mean that he's intended to be fought at early game power, because he's massively ahead of you in levels. But
all right,
the
he's 6
spear,
feet under, and I'm still good.
The spear, dude.
The thing that he gives you, you have to have 30 strength to use.
Exactly.
Who has 30? Like that's ridiculous.
I do.
And it's not like I had it. You have 30 strength.
Yeah, dude. I
haven't upgraded my strength at all.
I'm like level 27.
I'm upgrading things to like the next. Like if I have a piece of equipment that I need, like enough something to use, I'll just upgrade it to the closest piece of equipment because I want to see if it's good or not, and it's never good.
So I'm just using an axe, and it's like I'm just running around. I've been upgrading my strength and vigor, and then I've put a few points into endurance and dexterity.
What'd you choose at the start of the game? I chose the samurai.
Oh, I'm a warrior.
Lame.
Not bad. I like using the axe. The one-handed axe.
Oh, all right. What is this? Oh, also, since it's early in the podcast, next week, if everything goes according to plan, next Tuesday we'll be starting our Dungeons and Dragons.
That's gonna be on this channel?
No, it'll be on my channel. Link in the description.
Bet.
Thanks for that leading question. You know, there'll be some people on that that have been on the podcast before. Hopefully, I'm still figuring everything out, but I really like the world that I've created, and it seems like it's gonna be a lot of fun. Jay already has a character set up. It's gonna be good.
Great. I didn't know where you were posting the recordings, so.
No, it's on my channel. It's C Pathy, I believe, on YouTube. Link in the description. Yeah, C Pathy. There are no videos yet, but there will be.
Anyway, back on topic about covering Am I the Asshole, episode 18. Because this is the subreddit that just keeps on giving.
It kind of is, isn't it? It's pretty fun. This and relationship advice is just the dumbest people in the world.
It is, and I fucking love it. Just so many idiots.
That and female dating strategy.
I still haven't looked at that subreddit.
Oh my god, it's amazing. It's like the most wonderful subreddit that exists.
So I got a story right here. Am I the asshole for making a joke about my brother's affair at his wedding?
Yes. I never. Can I say I've always thought about this. There are a lot of embarrassing stories that people can tell about me, and like half of the wedding is people like making fun of the groom. Like the jokes are always the same. Like, you're too good for this guy. Like this guy's a piece of shit, and you're the bride, and you're wonderful at everything you do. I would hate that. Like if my brother got up at like my wedding and started giving that speech, I would like brandish my firearm. I'd be like, stop it. I get out of here. That always seems super shitty to me. Like everyone has nothing but positive things to say about the bride and nothing but negative things to say about the groom.
I
Isn't
do
that kind of
not
weird?
know what you're talking about, but okay.
That's all weddings. Like you're telling me you haven't noticed that? Every wedding speech is, this guy's a piece of shit. You're too good for him.
No, I've not noticed that.
Yes, that's what it is.
I don't know. I feel like you just grow up in like I don't know. Maybe
No, that's like
maybe
really,
that was your
really,
experience.
no,
I
no,
mean,
because that's like
I've heard comments like that as like a joke, but no, not like an excession or an excessive amount.
well, it's not like I'm not saying it's a roast, but I am saying that every wedding, every person that gets up there, the butt of the joke is the bride's too good for the groom.
Well, yeah, because we're trying to make women feel good about themselves, right?
Well, I know, but I'm just saying.
But
like,
the problem is the women are actually starting to believe it.
I know, but like what I'm saying is, if I was the groom, I would like that would make me angry, or like I would feel pretty bad about myself, because it's not like if you're hanging out with your bros and like they're like, you suck, and it's like, haha, very funny.
Yeah,
it's a joke.
it's your wedding.
This is your wedding with the woman you love, and everyone's just like, you are a piece of shit. You know that?
And this is why she's already considering getting a divorce.
This is yeah, God. Like every time I see that, I'm always like, it hurts me. It's like, wow.
I don't know.
Sure,
Never bothered me.
Nice to a man on his wedding.
Like I just haven't noticed that.
Yeah, maybe it's one of those things that you don't notice until you have to start actively thinking about it.
I've seen like definitely like offhanded jokes here and there, but definitely not in like excessive amounts.
No, because I don't think they're being serious. I know that they're all jokes, but I feel like it's the same tired old joke. I wish someone would go up to the bride and be like, he is way too good for you.
Well, that's how she walks out. That's how you get a bride to walk out on her wedding.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what they say to her. That's what they say to her at the funeral.
He was too good for you?
He was too good for you. He was too good for... No, at a man's wedding, everyone says you're such a piece of shit. You don't deserve her. And at his funeral, they're like, he was the best man. We didn't deserve him. That's the circle of life right there.
Fair enough.
Keep reading.
Okay.
We get
Anyway,
sidetracked.
when I was in elementary school, I was the type of kid who got disrupts class often on their report card. So I never focused much on school. Wow. Wait, so you didn't focus on school because you were called a disruption in class?
Or, I feel like he has the order of events wrong.
Exactly. Yeah,
Like,
those events are kind
if
of
you were
accurate.
disrupting the class, you were already not paying attention in school, but okay.
Because maybe you were disrupting in class, and maybe they needed you to stop.
Mom, I swear to God, the teacher hates me.
My district had the system in place where they would pair higher schoolers with younger kids to help them with school, etc. And my mom made me do it, and do that after I kept getting in trouble. So my tutor was a freshman, Abby, so she would come to our house after school to help me with my homework or something. I barely remember. So yeah, he wasn't paying attention. My brother John was the same age as Abby, so they would talk to each other and ended up dating. She stopped tutoring me officially after like a month, but since she was at our house a lot, I also talked to Abby a lot when we were close as well. Fast forward 10 years, Abby and John got married and had a kid together. 5 years later, John tells me that he's getting a divorce because he's met someone new. It sucks because I like John and Abby together a lot, but whatever. Then he tells me he had an affair with his new girlfriend. Also sucks. And I told him he shouldn't have hurt Abby like that, but whatever. I also asked Abby how she was doing, and she wasn't doing well, but she told me she didn't want her to be the reason I have a bad relationship with my brother. Seems fair? However, 2 months before the wedding, Abby calls me and tells me that my brother's girlfriend has been harassing her nonstop. She shows me texts of his girlfriend.
Oh, well, first of all, it's fiance.
My
we should all get this right. Or wife at the time if there was a wedding.
No.
Yeah.
However, 2 months before the wedding.
Yes.
Okay, so fiance. My Abby called.
So at the
it
time,
would be a
it's fiance,
not brother's girlfriend.
Yeah.
So he typed it out wrong.
Yeah, you're not children. It's fiance.
She showed me the text.
I feel like anybody above the age of 20 with a girlfriend is like, it's fiance at that point.
No, because people can start dating after 20.
No, I don't like that. No, if you go on more than one, you're either dating a person or she's your fiance.
I'm not that old.
I'm just saying, man. 20-something, no kids, you're a failure.
I call that a success.
I
managed to avoid the Kool-Aid for this long and not have children.
Dude, you will, if you don't get moving, it's gonna, I guess men have, longer, so it's actually not that bad for you, but, come on, man. You have no children. Really?
Thankfully.
That's gonna be, one day I'm gonna become a priest, so, I will have no children, and I'll go up to someone, and they'll be, 21, and I'll be like, you've hit the wall, man. It's too late for you.
Anyway, she showed me texts, and his fiance was saying some pretty disturbing things about how she's so much better than Abby, taunting Abby for having to share custody of her kid now, etc., just making fun of her and bullying her. I told my brother about this, and he said he would ask his fiancée about it. A month later, I asked him if he ever brought it up, and he said he did, but saw nothing wrong with the text, which pissed me off. I confirmed that he saw the same text I saw. Abby apologized for involving me with the whole thing, like she should have, in the first place, and encouraged me to still go to the wedding, where my brother asked me to make a speech. The speech went well until I made a joke. The gist of the joke was me turning to his new wife and telling her that if she learned anything from this, she would know that my brother will never let his wife stop him from finding the love of his life. This got my
Ooh.
brother and his wife really mad, and they kicked me out shortly after. My brother has been calling / texting me non-stop, yelling at me. TLDR, made a joke about my brother's affair. Am I the asshole?
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
no. First of all, your brother's the asshole.
Yes.
Your brother's the bigger asshole.
Well,
But yeah,
that
you're there.
doesn't not make him an asshole.
Right. No, your brother's the like. Okay, so the asshole. Obviously, your brother's the biggest asshole in the situation. And his new wife's not so far behind him. But an asshole, you are certainly like. Come on, man. Why didn't you confront him in private?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just like. Really, you gotta do him like that at his wedding.
Yeah.
I just think that's embarrassingly like. And it's because here's what it is, because I don't feel bad for those two, but like both of their parents are there, and like everyone they know is there. His children are probably at his wedding if they're old enough. I don't know how old they are.
I don't think
Like
he had
public
children.
humiliation isn't the way you like confront someone though.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really don't like that. I get plenty of assholery to go around, you know what I mean? But yeah, you're definitely an asshole.
Yeah. Am I an asshole for yelling at my parents for waking me up? Do you want to read that one?
Yes, I will. I'm actually just arranging all my D4s and do a pretty little rainbow on my desk. But yeah, I'll read it. Where? How far down did you scroll?
It's the second post.
Oh, on hot or on new?
On hot.
No, there it is. Okay. I'm 24 female living with my parents.
No.
Well,
You're 24 years old and you yell at your parents for waking you up.
I thought you were laughing at her living with her parents, and I was about to say you have no legs to stand on here. I get home around 7:30 and must sleep until around 3. What? She works night shift. She gets home at 7:30, sleeps till 3. Okay, she's nocturnal. My parents would come in my bedroom and wake me up around 11ish so I could still have time to enjoy my day. I started using a lock on my door and it stopped, and then they began playing loud music to wake me up, and I started using earbuds to block out the noise. They'd call me to wake me up, so I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. They want me to be awake so I can spend time with the family. I get it, but I'm available to spend time with them in the afternoon. Yeah, like 3 o'clock. It's really not that bad. I don't see why it has to be midday. This morning, they picked the lock and sent my brother in to wake me up, saying that he misses me. I took him downstairs, handed him to my dad, saying that I still need more sleep. Dad started raising his voice about how I'm barely even part of the family anymore. I began yelling at him that I need my sleep, and so I can function during my night shifts, and that it's not like I'm unemployed and staying up all night just so I can sleep all day. He couldn't believe that I yelled back, and I didn't stick around, and I went back to sleep. This time moving my dresser in front of my door. Neither of my parents are talking to me at the moment. Edit, moving out is not an option. What do you think?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, moving out is an option. Yes, your parents are assholes.
No, yes, she is an asshole.
Yes, you are. Everyone, like, again, everyone's an asshole in this situation. Because, like, I feel like even if your parents are clearly overbearing, you'd say, which is probably why you still live with them at 24. Like, I feel like they, as like your elders, should understand that like you're a functioning member of society and you need sleep. But also, like, I'm guessing in this post she makes herself seem better than she is. Her dad raised his voice and she probably screamed back, like she probably threw a fit. And that's not okay. It's not good.
Yeah.
So I would say again, a lot of assholes in this situation. You're one of them. Your parents probably should have respected that you need sleep.
You know,
Like,
I'm
it's
one of
just kind
them.
of a basic.
I'm an asshole.
Yeah, you're definitely an asshole. Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm the only one around here who's not an asshole.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Like this person here, you should go into their rooms in the middle of the night and wake them up because you want to spend time with the family and see how much they like that shit. Like, that is not at all how you will address a situation like that. Like, maybe fix your fucking sleep schedule.
Well, no, it's because she works night shifts. So
Does
if
she
she gets
work-
home at
She gets home at 7. That's an evening shift. That's not a night shift.
she gets home at 7 a.m.
Oh, at 7 a.m.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was 7 p.m.
No. She gets home. I get home around 7 a.m., 7:30 a.m., and I will sleep until 3. Let's say she falls asleep at 8. 8 to 3 is not even 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah, okay. So,
And her parents wake her up after 3 hours of sleep.
okay, so, yeah, then, okay, never mind. I thought this is the context of she was, like, getting home at 7:30, staying up till 3 a.m., and then sleeping until 3 in the afternoon.
And if you've been sleeping for 3 hours, that's like the middle of your sleep.
Yeah.
That's like pretty rough to just be waking up like that.
Am I the asshole for making a thing because a bartender showed my ID to random customers? That's illegal.
Yes, that is illegal.
That's probably... I'm not sure because I'm not a legal expert, but I'm pretty sure that there's a... There's got to be some law against that because of personal information that is on your ID. Am I an asshole for not telling my husband I went into labor? I feel like we know how that story is going to end.
Yes.
And not really worth reading.
Yeah, the baby comes out and it's mysteriously a different color.
Oh, am I an asshole for refusing to let my friend look through my phone to
Yes,
confirm
let's
I don't
read
have
it.
a nude photo of her? Yes! Okay, so my friend Jenny recently had a nasty breakup with her boyfriend. And in retaliation for whatever, he feels she did wrong. I don't really know any details as to what happened. He sent new photos of her to a bunch of people in her contacts. I was not
Whoa.
one of them. So, ex-boyfriend is an asshole.
Yes.
But Jenny thinks I was because the boyfriend made a point of saying that he sent the photos to all of her male friends. Well, if I had an ex-girlfriend leak nude photos of me, I'd be like, fuck yeah, that's me. I'd own it.
You wouldn't be worried. You'd be like, oh, you can't even see it in that picture.
I would own it. Cool. You saw a naked picture. Cool. Whoa. Jenny.
That is pretty fucked, bro. Though.
Yeah, that is though, because not everyone would be okay with that, or even be complicit with that, or complacent. I mean, not complicit. Complacent. Those two different words.
Yes, they are.
Jenny asked me if she could look through my phone to confirm I wasn't sent the photos. I told her that she should know me well enough to trust me and that I wouldn't lie to her about something like that. Plus, I wouldn't keep the photos even if he had sent them. Jenny said that she trusted me but wanted to verify, and that all of our other friends had showed her that they either never got the photos or that they didn't save them. I said that I didn't care what our friends did. I wasn't going to sit there and get called a liar and then reward her by letting me snoop. This guy's got a fair point. It's like he has no like inclination or like reason to prove to you anything.
Yes.
Like
you
he
are
doesn't.
absolutely right.
Yeah, like he doesn't have to prove shit to you. He wants like he's not part of this.
Right.
Yeah. So over the last year or two, generally complained to our friends that I was being shady and maybe had her nudes, and now everyone is annoyed. Dude, literally fucking everyone else has your nudes. And now everyone is annoyed with me for not just letting her look through my phone. Am I an asshole? Just feel like my words should be good enough and have stuff on my phone completely unrelated to her that I am not interested in anyone else seeing. Like himself.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone should look through anybody else's phone.
You're not an asshole. Yeah, like, even if you're in a relationship with someone, like, they don't have the right to just look through your phone, I think.
Yeah, and well, I think like if you're like the kind of person that's like, yeah, my spouse can just like look through my phone or whatever. That's fine. You know, that's good. Whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't. I just think like some privacy is necessary.
Yeah.
So no, I don't. You're definitely not the asshole in this situation.
Like, I wouldn't go out of my way to prevent you from looking through my phone or making you look through my phone or like anything like that. It's like I'm just gonna have my phone. If you just start going through it, yeah, whatever. I got nothing to hide. But it's not like I'm still gonna keep my privacy on there.
Like if someone was like, "Can I use your phone?" I'd be like, "Sure." But if someone started going through my phone, I'd be like, "That's kind of weird."
Yeah, like, no, thank you.
Yeah, right.
Did I clear my browsing history?
You okay, why are you looking at my contacts right now? Like
Yeah.
you said you needed to Google something?
Yeah. But yeah, it's
No, you're absolutely not the asshole.
it becomes a social game almost of looking through people's phones, and it's not something I want to get caught up in. Because like what was it? At least with that scenario, I had an ex who she wanted to look, or she was upset with me. So it's like, so she had a fallout with a friend, a good friend that both of us shared,
Mm-hmm.
a couple months prior to us dating, or not
Yeah.
several months prior to us dating, and I still stayed in contact with that other friend, that mutual friend, because they were also my friend, and they were a friend before I even knew said person I was dating.
Mm-hmm.
Which, that's reasonable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Yeah, like, you know, I stay in touch with a friend. Okay, cool. And I meet someone, I start dating, and then she asked me one day, like, do you still keep contact with Sam? And I'm like, yeah, why? And she's like, why the fuck would you still talk to her? And I'm just like, what the fuck do you mean? She's like, I hate her. You can't talk to her. And I'm like, no, that's not how that works. And I kind of stood my ground, which is unfortunate. That was one of the many reasons we eventually broke up.
And you were like, you hate her, I don't.
Yeah, like that's how I saw it. It was like it was tragic.
Yeah, you have the right to. So, although I like, if she had a good reason to hate her, like I'd be like, well, I wouldn't like totally cut contact, but I would be like, okay, we can.
So
Like
actually,
us being friends isn't totally like, necessary.
so she hated Sam because um, Sam's boyfriend tried to do a thing, and then
Mm-hmm.
Sam sided with her boyfriend,
Oh,
assuming that like he was innocent, almost. If that makes, I won't go into any more detail than that.
sure.
just to
I
keep
don't
people
expect
out
you
of it. Yeah, and
to. Right? Yeah, exactly.
so it's like the situation didn't involve me at all.
Like at all.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm just gonna stay out of this.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Me and you're the same like that. Like I don't want anything to do with anything.
Yeah,
Like
just
like
leave me
anything
out.
that involves people, I'm just like it's someone else's problem.
Honestly, it's like, yeah, just leave them out.
You're right.
Anyway, would you like to pick out one to read?
Yes,
Okay.
please. Let's go down. Which one did we just read?
Um,
The new photo of her.
yeah, posted 9 hours ago. We should probably go to like a different tab because we're starting to get down a little bit.
Let's refresh. You want?
Yeah, let's refresh.
I feel like
Well,
we're in
let's
hot
go
mode.
to new. Yeah, let's go to new and
Let's
then
go to new. Yeah. Am I the asshole for eating the top of the mouth? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, yes, you are. Okay. Oh, oh my God, this post has been removed by moderators.
Oh.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Eating the
Only
top of the muffin.
if you're sharing the
Only
muffin.
eating the. Yeah, but even that, if we were sharing the muffin and you handed me the bottom of the muffin.
Oh.
Ooh, oh.
See, the bottom of the muffin complements the top of a muffin.
Yeah, and you know, I agree. When I eat muffins, I eat the bottom first just so I can end with the top. All right?
Really?
Like that's how. Yeah.
I
Well,
start with the top and end with the bottom.
it depends. Like it depends on like if I'm eating a coffee cake, I pick off the top. But if it's like blueberry, I eat the bottom before I end with the top.
Mm.
There's an
Sometimes
art
I'll
to
eat
my
both at the
muffin eating.
same. Sometimes I'll just eat the bottom.
Very rarely do I eat both of those. I eat both. I hate people that turn cupcakes into little sandwiches, and they think they came up with that shit. And I was like, no, I've seen it, but you just ruined the cupcake.
Agreed.
I don't want I don't want 3 layers. I want 2 layers. And like the frosting's like the worst. Like depending on the frosting, some frosting is way too sweet and they put way too much of it on. I just can't stand it. Okay. Am I the asshole for not telling my partner the truth about the love note that started us?
Mhm.
Ooh, juicy. Mm-hmm. And let's see. In high school, I, currently 25 male, had a crush on a guy named Jax. Jax is jacked. Not not having the confidence to approach him in person, I decided to write him a. It's a gay couple. I was confused for a second. I remember those existed. My feelings in a poem. Yes, I was that guy in high school. As well as asking him to meet me under the football bleachers if he returned my feelings.
Cliche
The plan was
and cute.
the plan was to put the letter in his locker. I ended up being so okay, it's supposed to be Jesus. But I ended up being so nervous and had my friend Beth do it instead. The thing was, she ended up putting it in the wrong locker, having put it in the one next to his. Ugh, God, it's literally like a sitcom, rom-com.
Oh no.
As if that wasn't bad enough, our school assigned lockers based on first names rather than last names. So the locker she put also belonged to a guy named Jax. There are 2 Jaxes in your schools?
What the fuck?
I didn't realize the mistake until the other Jax showed up under my bleachers. I wanted to reveal the mix-up, but before I could, the other Jack started telling me how beautiful it was. He was like, "Your poem's so beautiful," and how much he loved talking about how he couldn't believe someone felt that about him.
Oh
And after that,
no. Oh no.
oh, that's so sweet. If I received a poem, I'd be like, "Me? Really? That's nice." I'd have like, "I can't believe you like those words."
I'd probably be like, oh, so sweet, but sorry.
If it was a
no.
well-written poem,
But oh no.
hey, if it was a well-written poem, let me like, come on.
At that point, like your only course of action is be like, look, I'm sorry. I fucked up, and you're the wrong person.
God, can you imagine that?
That's a feels bad.
Can you? But if oh God.
But what else can you do?
After that, my heart couldn't tell him the truth. We ended up making a date because I was too nice to tell him the letter wasn't for him. When I revealed to my friend what happened, she convinced me to go on the date, and once it was over, tell him I didn't think it was going to work. I would likely still hurt him, but not as much as him knowing the truth. Jax wasn't necessarily my type at the time. I had a thing for the jock type, and Jax was more of the theater nerd type. Yeah, okay. This story isn't true because there are no theater nerds named Jax. But as it turned out, our date went great. Me and the other Jax had a lot in common. Well, of course you did. You wrote a poem. He's a theater nerd. We made plans for a second date, and then a third one after that. We started officially dating. Oh my god, it's so nice and gay.
Wow, isn't it amazing that like sometimes the people that you don't expect work out with you?
Yeah, God, yeah. Yeah, you hear that, Karen? Okay, once Jax and I got together, I swore a Beth to secrecy and made her promise to never reveal the truth about Jax's note. Jax had a lot of insecurities at the time, and I was terrified how he'd react if he knew. Jax and I have been together for 8 years. We're currently planning our wedding. We've been engaged for 4 years. We got engaged 4 years ago, but due to the world closing down, had to postpone our wedding. Oh God, that sucks.
That's not a reason to postpone a wedding.
Yeah, I would have just had a smaller wedding if you were worried, right?
Yeah.
I think what's the maximum time that engagements can really last?
I think maybe a year.
Well, no, most engagements last longer than a year.
Really?
A year and a half for most engagements.
Oh, I'm not familiar. I thought a year would be like a good amount of time, though.
No, it's really more like because everyone waits till the summer. So if you engage
that's lame.
If you get engaged in February though, so you wait a year for the next February, but then also 6 months for summer.
If like my bitch expects me to wear a tuxedo in 90-degree heat, she's got
you
the
should
wrong
do
idea.
it. God, wear the tux, dude. Oh my God, you're the worst.
You should wear a tux. So let's.
I would wear
them. A lot
of weddings.
degrees.
First of all, a lot of weddings are inside. Like they have air conditioning in churches. I don't know why you think they wouldn't. I mean, not all churches.
Yeah, not all churches.
Not all churches. Jeez, Calvin. All right. Beth, who became good friends with Jax over the years, think that before we got married, I should tell Jax the truth about the note, as she know how this guy is just the worst.
Why does she
know how hard it is to live with the secret? But I know it will hurt him. Jax, he loves what he think is our how we met story, and will tell anyone who will listen about it. I put a love note in his locker, and how it was so romantic. He even still has the note. Still has the note. That's so embarrassing. This guy's an idiot. So this love poem was so vague that the theater nerd couldn't tell it was about a jock.
Right. I mean, it was probably supposed to be like a little bit vague.
I'm an asshole for keeping it the secret, but I'm scared about. No, you should tell him. I don't think it's that big a deal, honestly. I don't think it'll hurt him. Like if someone told me it was an accident, you've been together for 8 years. I feel like he'll be over it. This guy's just overthinking it. So no, you're not an asshole, but you should tell him.
I mean, what does telling him gain though?
But honesty, integrity.
It does, but I mean, at the same time, it's like
honesty is a virtue.
It is.
It is.
I feel like it's like it just wouldn't help too much if he told.
No, it wouldn't help, but it wouldn't hurt.
It could hurt.
I don't think it would. No.
Am I an asshole for telling my parents they aren't allowed to stay with me?
No, you are not.
Am I an asshole for using my coworker's pallet jack?
I don't even know what... I wouldn't really even know where to begin with that one.
We should probably read it.
Yeah,
oh, wait.
Just in case.
Am I an asshole for joking calling my friend gay after he kissed his brother on the cheek? Yes.
Yeah, that's gay.
That is gay. Not
No,
yes,
yeah,
like he's an asshole. Yes, he's gay.
yes, that's gay.
So you did the right thing.
Yeah, you did the right thing.
Okay,
Yes,
am
that's
I
gay.
an asshole for using my coworker's pallet jack? So,
I. That's such a. What
so
is a?
we're gonna find out. At my job, we have to pull orders for business, and we use a pallet to stack it on. So naturally, we all have to look for a pallet jack when we come in. The problem is that there's only a few good ones, so it's first come, first serve. We all claim them by putting our names on them, so no one will take it. Now the issue is that my coworker Christine will claim a pallet jack but not use it for the entire day. This is irritating because she gets there really early. Almost all of us will pick one of the best ones, and not even use it. So I've recently started using it. I don't take her name off. I just add mine on there because she's worried that people will take her name off and use it. But if it has my name, then it won't get taken. I tell her that I'm using it and that if she wants it, then to just tell me. She's never outright told me not to do it, but she does get a look on her face. That look that looks like she doesn't seem very happy about it. I've asked other coworkers, they're either telling me that she deserves it, she's been doing this for a long time, that she won't even notice it's missing. She also is a lot older and has a very loud personality. So I'm not sure if that
So she's a bitch.
I'm not sure if that irritates people more too. I'm kind of divided on myself because yeah, I need a pallet jack and a good one if I don't want to hurt my body. And I don't feel like I should waste my time looking for one when there's a good one right there. But I'm also wondering if I should just suck it up and either use a bad one or spend my time looking for another one. I mean, you're in a fucking workplace. Just share the good ones. You guys don't into claiming dibs. Like, imagine if like at work, someone just claimed dibs on like a headset.
I mean, you're wearing a headset all day.
Yeah, but like people still switch off as like they're needed.
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah, like switch off if you need it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
Yeah, it's just dumb.
The whole thing is dumb. You can share a pallet jack, whatever that is.
I feel like it's one of those things to lift up the pallets.
We have Google. We could easily look that up, but I'm not into it. I'm not into doing that sort of thing. So
Yeah.
It is a pallet. You're right, a pallet jack.
Yeah.
I didn't even put those two words together. I know what a pallet is. I know what a jack is, and now I know what a pallet jack is. The jack for pallets.
Good job. Continuing on. You can find that was the end of that one.
Oh, there's an NSFW one down here. For
Let's
being
see.
angry with people for comparing me to a child. Oh, it's a long one.
Yeah, good.
I, 22 female, very rarely feel attracted or interested in anyone. But it still does happen. So you're a woman, okay. I've never been in a serious relationship or even really tried to because I truly don't feel the need or see the point. It's just more of something that I kind of think might be nice or cool sometimes, but not something I seriously think of often or set as a priority. Basically, I always been this way. For the sake of, because this also happens to me a lot, stopping the "you're just asexual" comments. I am definitely not asexual, haha. I have nothing against asexuality or celibacy or anything of the sort, but I know in my brain that it's just not this or that, despite my peculiar behavior, by American standards. Okay. That is really choppy. I don't really open up about this to friends or family or anyone because I don't like talking about things that have anything to do with the original subject slash experiences that has made me so apprehensive to intimacy to begin with. So, what does that mean? Does that mean you were molested?
Probably just not into like anything intimate. Kind of like
Well,
us.
It's certainly not with each other. And not to mention, I think it's somewhat complicated and hard to explain. I think of myself as a very open person, but this is the kind of thing that I am actually uncomfortable talking about, even with the closest people in my life. Okay, so it sounds like she was molested, but let's keep moving on. Because of the fact that I don't bring up ex-boyfriends or contribute in the sharing sexual experiences, I've constantly been told by friends, etc., that they think of me as an innocent, and that I'm like a little girl that would never do X, Y, and Z. This is what makes me feel annoyed or upset because I don't want to ever be compared to a little girl when I'm an adult woman. Okay, yeah,
I
we've
have
all been
definitely heard such comparisons occur in past workplaces, especially among women. And it is
there. What do you
like
mean?
the cringiest thing ever.
Like, what do you mean?
Just like women, they almost
Just like
forget the environment that they're in, especially like when they're. I don't want to say when they're younger. I don't want to say like young, but like generally younger women would have that
they'll
tendency.
to compare. They would compare or be compared.
Compare each other in like stuff they've done, almost like it's an
Yeah.
accomplishment. I mean,
Yeah, when in
some
reality
guys
they're just
do it,
sluts.
but they're more like one-on-one when they talk about it, whereas women tend to do it more in groups.
Yeah. I mean, I've never had that experience, but yeah, maybe. I think that's a fair analyzation.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, nobody would ever want to be compared to a child. When it comes to appearance, I have constantly been told by everyone, from my family to my friends to strangers, that I look like a child. I even overheard my father on the phone one time saying that I look like a fucking 12-year-old, and it's ridiculous. What? Such a weird thing to overhear. Is your father's complaining that you look like a 12-year-old?
It depends on what your father's job is, if you're concerned or not.
There have been so many times when a guy has told me, and after displaying his interest and attraction, goes on to compare me to a child or teenager, and gets excited to find out if I'm a virgin or not. I've heard the words, "Are you a virgin?" excitedly asked so many times. Well, it's a very constant thing for me, and I'm pretty sure all my friends have noticed at this point. I want to clarify that I have nothing against virginity, etc., and I'm not ashamed for my lack of experience at all. I don't care if anyone simply brings up my legit lack of experience. What I'm talking about is these certain comments that feel off-putting and like they're stereotyping me based on my appearance. It honestly makes me feel like I will never meet someone who genuinely attracted to me because they think I'm pretty or cute, and not because they think I look young or like a child or seem innocent. Am I the asshole for feeling offended and put off when people make these sorts of comments to my face? I genuinely feel like it's weird thing to say to an adult. I've met plenty of adults that look younger than they actually are and would never make a comment like that to them, especially not if it's in a sexual nature or even on the topic of such.
She is correct.
Well, this isn't really like a thing that happened. It's just, am I the asshole for feeling this way? And it's like, well, no, I don't think so. Um, it is kind of, it is super weird if people are hitting on you and then like you look like a child. That's kind of perverted. Like that's like a perverted thing.
It is. It's.
Yeah.
It really makes you question, like, the kind of person that they are, and I think that's the point that
Oh,
she's
so
been
yeah,
missing.
it's like, oh, so you're a pervert.
Yeah, it's like. It's kind of like a red flag.
It is a red flag. Um, But I think she gets that.
She's not an asshole.
Yeah.
She just
No,
has
you're not an asshole.
standards.
You're not an asshole. Um,
Yeah, it's
I
okay to
feel like
have.
maybe she is being a little oversensitive to these sorts of things. I feel like she's
No.
noticing. Yeah.
It sounds
I
like
feel
harassment.
well, but I feel like she's probably blowing it out of proportion. Like she's probably saying it happens a lot more than it actually does.
Hmm.
And I would get annoying if it happened like often to me too, but like really not that annoyed.
Hmm.
Hmm. I bet it sucks. Yeah. All right, your turn.
Okay. Let's find. For cutting out a friend for disrespecting us. Mine also for calling out my dad on a comment.
Very
Maybe
vague.
not. For posting a friend's GoFundMe with her permission. Caption, please donate and help a mom out of a toxic situation. For refusing to have my husband, mother, and siblings near me after the birth.
Yeah, in-laws are gross.
Am I an asshole for telling my fiance to quit playing video games so much to be home more? No.
No, maybe depending on how much you're blowing out of proportion.
There's not many good ones here. Am I an asshole to ask my cousins to share their inheritance? Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
If I donated baby clothes instead of giving them to my cruel sister?
Well, if she's cruel, then no.
Again, it's like, no. You're not obliged to give your sister baby clothes. Um,
For asking my roommate to pay more than I do for rent, yes, you are.
let's see. Because it
Well, it
depends.
depends if you're actually calculating utilities.
Yeah.
You want to
So,
read that one?
I luckily landed a decent full-time job about a year ago making 45K, but Taylor works 2 part-time jobs and only makes about 20K. We both want to live closer to those cities. That is
The city.
no, but it's those city. And while I am okay with not having Jesus Christ, what's this language? And most modern look and while I'm okay with not having the most modern looking place, Taylor is a little pickier than I am. We live in an expensive city on the East Coast, and so finding an affordable
New
place to
York.
rent is almost impossible unless we look an hour away from the city. Buying a place would be more affordable. That's what I did. Late last year, I miraculously found a 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,100 square foot apartment 20 minutes from the city that was selling for a fraction of what other apartments in the area were selling for. The previous owner was a hoarder and died of old age, so his family were just trying to get rid of the place. I bought it and bought it as is and spent the last few months cleaning and had to take out another loan for renovations. The place is almost done. It's very modern looking with new appliances, and I'm very excited to move in just in time for the summer. The mortgage would come out to be $1,300, not including utilities. Similar apartments in the area rent for $3,000. This is why buying a home is usually better. I asked Taylor if she wanted to be my roommate, and she said yes. She's been having issues with her parents recently, and so she's been dying to leave. She told me previously that the most she'd been able to pay for rent is $800. So when we were discussing arrangements, I told her that's how much her rent would be, and I'd be paying $500 and utilities. She seemed really surprised with the number, so I asked why, and she said that she thought that we would be splitting the mortgage payment exactly at $650, and felt that I was overcharging her. I explained to her that if we actually rented an apartment in this area, that we'd each have to pay around $1,500, and that $1,800 really isn't that bad. I pretty much drained my savings account to put a down payment on the place, and that I have to pay the loan for renovations, which is an additional $200 a month for me. So I'd be paying the exact same as her in the end. Plus, if anything breaks, I'd be responsible for replacing / fixing it. She still agreed to move in with me, but she's a little cold the last few days. I explained the situation to some friends of ours, and most of them thought the arrangement was fair. But one of them told me that it wasn't fair of me asking Taylor to be paying more than half of the mortgage payment when she makes half of what I do.
Yeah, what you make doesn't matter in this situation. I mean, if you're paying the exact same amount to live in a place,
Yeah.
then that's fair. So basically, you are splitting the cost.
Yeah.
Although I suppose you're not really splitting the cost if you bought a place and you get to keep it, so you have all the. Yeah, I don't know. That actually
it's
is
fair. I would say it is fair.
She should be paying half plus utility. I actually don't think it's fair because if you bought the place, it's, it is a complicated situation.
It's one of those things where it's like I would say it is fair the way that they have it set up right now, but
the way that they described
it would also be
sounds
fair if they paid evenly before utilities. Like both situations would be fair.
Yeah, both. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever you guys agree to, and if she agreed to that, then that's fair, and if she didn't agree to it, then the other thing would be fair. Like, really. So I guess I don't really see the problem, but I get why some people would think it's a problem.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's just whatever. It's a whatever situation.
It is a whatever situation.
How long Anyway, would you like to pick another one out?
I would. Let me think. For not wearing a wig to prom. Yeah, let's read that one. For not wearing a wig to prom. You got it up?
Yes, I do.
Alright. Because of some health issues, I've been losing my hair in clumps for a while. I had enough and ended up shaving it as it'd at least look neater. Honestly, this is upsetting for me as I've had long hair for my entire life, and the shortest it has ever been is to my hips. Holy crap, your hair was long.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, to your hips. Wow.
I think that there might be other problems other than being an asshole.
Yeah, right? Hair to your hips, that's ridiculous. I've tried wigs, but they're so hot, heavy, and itchy. I just can't stand them. Plus, they always look so obviously fake. So what's the point? Well, then you're not buying quality enough wigs. Obviously. My mom recently brought up that it'll look neater for me to wear a wig to prom that I'd like, so she can get from me, and I told her I don't want to wear a wig to prom. She is trying to convince me that I should wear one as it'll look nice for the pictures, and that she wants me to feel confident and beautiful on the day. I don't see how feeling like I've got an anthill on my head and it being so clearly fake will help with that. I'd sooner just do without and at least be comfortable, or even better, not going. Okay. My friend and boyfriend are trying to be sympathetic about what I've been going through, but they don't really understand, as my boyfriend has suggested to wear a wig just for the pictures and then take it off for the rest of the day. And put it where? Well, your boyfriend will put it in his pockets, obviously. Like, that's not a problem. And one of my friends suggested we can all wear clearly fake and colorful wigs as the group, and this honestly upset me more. I tried not to show it, as they clearly meant well. Should I just suck it up? Am I being dramatic? No, if you don't want to wear a wig, you shouldn't have to wear a wig. Your boyfriend's suggestion was good. Your like, just wear a wig for the photos. Well, first of all, you should get a better wig, because the good wigs you can't tell they look fake,
But also
right?
with wigs, those
If you're
wigs
telling
are
a wig,
very expensive. Like a good wig is going to be very expensive.
yeah, they are. But I mean, if you get a good wig and it's not just for prom and you wear it all the time, then it might be worth the investment if it's comfortable to wear and you look good. Like, even if it's like $1,000, I'd be like, well, yeah, I feel like your boyfriend was offering to carry the wig for you there, like, and you didn't really pick up on that. I don't like the let's all wear fake wigs suggestion, because that I feel like someone's just doing something for you. Kind of makes you hate it.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's kind of stupid.
that's stupid.
But yeah, definitely not the asshole. Like, you should be able to feel confident with being bald. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's just stupid.
Do you think we should wrap it up here?
There's another NSFW one down here. We should read that and then
Oh, let's
wrap
see.
it up.
Okay. For getting mad at my friend.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I an asshole for getting mad at my friend? For some background, my friend and I met a few years ago. 5 to be precise. That's not a few. We talked to each other every day and really enjoyed one another's company. 5 years down the road, about a month ago, they told me they wanted to put our friendship on hold. What the fuck does that mean? Which I was confused and
Friendship
proceeded
on hold.
with.
You never put a friendship on hold?
Okay. And
You've never, like, paused a friendship?
That's so stupid.
Hey, this, like, it's getting kind of close to Christmas, and I really don't feel like getting you a gift. Let's just put our friendship on hold. We can resume it after the holiday season, huh? How about that?
Yeah.
I'm surprised nobody's put you on hold before, because your birthday is right near Christmas. Like they want to avoid that whole season with you, so they just pause the season, come back in February.
So they were confused but proceeded with okay. And I kept in messaging them at first because I didn't want to let go. They wouldn't stop messaging me, so I moved accounts. I did not give them the information on the account in hopes I could get a little break. I became more active on the first account, or I became more active on the first account because I had a friend there who I enjoyed and didn't add me on the other account. I began talking to the friend a little here and there, but very rarely. One day they messaged me and told me about some of their sexual explicit experience, which I listened as any friend would. No matter how much I didn't care, a friend would tell you how much you don't care. At this point,
God. One day they messaged me and told me about some of their sexually explicit experiences, which I listened as any friend would, no matter how much I didn't care.
Jesus Christ! At this point,
if I was your friend, I would say, "Oh, dude, shut up, please."
Exactly. Our conversation ended when I became busy. In the night of, I get in some deep trouble with my parents. My friend has been grounded and not told me their mother proceeded to check their phone and share stuff with my mother. The whole incident has blown over, thankfully. But I am still livid at my friend for not mentioning to me that they were grounded and weren't supposed to be talking. Jesus Christ.
This is like a teenager.
Well, hold on a second. Why did their mother check their phone and can update your mother about what was going on? Why? Why? Jesus Christ. No, you're not an asshole. But you shouldn't have listened to your friend. I mean, you made a mistake there.
Yeah, I don't understand the situation here. Like, so he was telling you something sexually explicit, and then he was grounded, and he knew his mother was gonna check his phone, and he was like telling you some weird, creepy stories. And did your mother get angry at you? That like I don't understand the thing. Like, so he's a teenager, he's grounded. I don't know. I'm having a hard time understanding the story. Like the order of operations here, I guess.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, so I have no idea what's happening there. But no, you don't sound like the asshole to me. That wasn't a very good one to end on. That was just
It
kind of boring.
wasn't. I'm fine ending on it, though.
Let's go to hot. Let's see if we can find one more NSFW one, because those are always the best ones.
Oh, boy.
They are, though. Oh, apparently not. Oh, wait. Update. It's weird that they're... Am I the asshole for giving up my kids? Oh my god. That's one. But I feel like that's obviously the asshole. We should find a contested one.
Am I an asshole for refusing to adopt my niece and nephew?
No, here we go. Am I the asshole for dressing en femme in front of my 27-year-old sister? 31. Let me send this to you. You'll get it if you scroll down enough. But I'll just send it to you on the Discord. Someone you got it pulled up.
I mean, did you post it in the... Yeah, you did.
Okay. Yep.
Hold on. Here we go.
All right. What does en femme mean?
I don't know.
All right. Well, we'll figure it out. You may remember me from my post about a conflict with my girlfriend's sister. Well, now I want to read that post too. But now I'm here to talk. So this is just a drama. This person's all into drama. So for past couple of months, me, 27-year-old male, and my girlfriend, 27-year-old female, have been experimenting in the bedroom along the lines of cross-dressing. So as a cross-dresser. After my sister-in-law moved out, I confessed some inner desires I had to my girlfriend, and she was actually excited for it. We've been doing everything from lingerie to nail polish to shaving. Shaving? Ew, what? Gross. And it's been great. This guy's like, and it has been wonderful. Yada yada yada. And one of the gifts I got for her was a framed picture of me completely en femme. I'm guessing that just means he's like a drag queen.
Yeah.
She loved it, and now has the picture on her desk of her home office. Oh no. Now, here is where the conflict comes in. My sister, 31 female, was at our house yesterday for dinner, and she asked if she could borrow a label maker for her son's school project. We obliged, saying that she can grab it from my girlfriend's office, not really thinking about the picture. Once coming out, she questions why my girlfriend has a photo of a random woman on her desk. So this guy's a really feminine guy. He like looks like a woman. I froze, not knowing what to say, but my girlfriend gave me and it's okay to tell her if you want, look. And that's what I did. I said it was me. She was a little shocked at that.
The look from the girlfriend saying, it's okay for you to tell her.
It's okay for you to tell her. Yeah, that was me. It would. Oh God. Since she was a little shocked since it doesn't look like me, and in the picture, she had a few questions that were fine with answering. But then she asked if she could see me dressed as a woman. Safe for work, of course. Was the picture on The Office not safe for work? But I objected at first, but she promised that she wouldn't tell anyone. I was still a little hesitant, but girlfriend assured me that it's okay with her if I do it, and that she doesn't care either way. I just took a leap of faith and decided to go do it. My girlfriend helped me get ready as soon as I was wearing makeup, false nails, wing, girly shorts, and a sports bra. Oh, okay, so I was picturing like Princess Peach. When he's like, I was like thinking like the whole gown. But it's makeup, false nails, wig, girly shorts, and a sports bra. So you're like, huh. Interesting. As I walked out, my sister didn't say anything. I was about to say something, but she began to cry. I asked her what was wrong. She didn't say anything. I tried to comfort her, but she pushed me away and yelled at me, saying stuff like, "How could you do this to me?" And, "What's wrong with you?" What? How could you do this to me? Then she left. I've been trying to text and call her, but she's not answering me. Girlfriend and I were questioning if we crossed some sort of line, so we decided to come back to Reddit and ask. I'm so confused.
Yeah.
So the top comment says, flat out not the asshole. Baited into a situation by your sister so she could give you this negative reaction. She wanted to give you and victimize herself. But there must be something else, right? She's probably jealous that you look better than her. Well, definitely not in the way they described it. I'm looking through the comments to see if someone has an. Well, these people are like, in the comments are like mostly saying that like your sister's literally scared of cross-dressing. Yeah, this guy. What the hell? I'm so confused. Your sister reaction. This doesn't affect her at all. So the going theory is that the sister's mad because you are hotter than she was. I gotta follow. Oh. She's bisexual, so she's not transphobic.
Yeah, I don't know
We're
what's
really
going
close. What the heck? She basically begged you to show her and she burst out crying. Okay, this guy's got a theory. Let's read it. It sounds to me like she considers herself to be supportive. If someone had asked her a few months ago how she'd react to her brother cross-dressing, she'd said wouldn't care. She sees the photo and is confronted with it. She doesn't know how to react, so she reasons with that based on her reaction on a photo is insufficient. She requests to see you dress and you were in the photo. She's not freaking out visibly yet, which suggests that to me that her problem is not with you cross-dressing, but her own reaction to it. After all, if she was just angry, she would have. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to speculate that when she does see you in person, her initial feeling, being uncomfortable and shocked, doesn't go away like she expected or hoped it would, because it can't make her feel. Okay, this person's theory doesn't pan out. I really want to know what. Okay, I'm going to this guy's. This was 12 hours ago. I'm going back to this guy's. Is there an update? No, there is no update. I'm so mad.
on.
God. I really want to know. I gotta follow this guy now.
But I think that will
Okay,
wrap
well,
it up there.
I guess that's the whole thing. God, what? I'm so angry. What? How is this?
No, that sounds. This
Okay,
seems
I'm
like a good.
following them.
This seems like a good
Waiting for an
ending
update.
point.
That's a good place to end.
Yeah.
Subscribe, like. Remember, next Tuesday, session 0, D&D campaign on my channel. Link in the description.
Yeah. And next
Jay also has a
Wednesday
channel. Next Wednesday,
for more late for supper. Will you be
more
late for supper?
Every Wednesday, come join us. Don't be late for supper. God, dude, I'm so curious. She just started crying. She saw her brother in a sports bra. God.
Anyway, see
Yeah.
you all next week. Peace.
Yeah.